Hey, if you watched this morning's Tour of the Terraces video, you would have seen me point out some hanging rocks, which is this rock collapse here with that enormous rock just there, hanging in the middle of nowhere. And so the challenge is to shore it up so it doesn't fall down, so we don't lose all this. So anyway, so I've dug out this rock pile here, just the corner here, to try and get to the stage where I can put something underneath it. It's almost like an episode of Time Team, because what I'm trying to look for is what sort of collapse it was. Like, here's the original wall here, and there should be a line going of a wall over to there, except for I'm not seeing anything that looks like a wall in here. So it's probably that it blew out from below rather than collapsing down. And so I'm trying to, I was hoping that this here was a rock in situ of the original wall that I could build from, but I've gone underneath it and there's no foundations underneath. So it could have just been a crappy wall with no foundations, which fell down, but there's actually no indication of anything there. And you can see this is lighter coloured clayey soil, which is what you quite often find deep inside the walls, whereas you've got here is the darker soil, which is from the top. So this is either from the original ground surface or it's come down from above when the wall collapsed. So I think I've gone deep enough down that I would have found the original ground surface, but I didn't find any fossilized grass, although it has gone back to darker soil again from the lighter stuff that was on top. So it's a bit hard to tell looking around the level of trees around me. That's deep enough. So if that one's not an original stone, it's probably, you can see this is all sloping down here. I think that's all bedrock. And so they've just been really lazy and tried to build a wall up from the bedrock. And because it had this slope here, that slipped out. And well, there's no wall at all I can see in through there. So I think I'm going to get one of these big boys, put him down in this hole down here. So the wall was here. It's going to move out to about here. I think over the centuries, these walls must walk down the hills as you repair them, and it's easier just to build out a bit further. And then you get more ground above. So everything just walks down the hill, maybe, I don't know. I'll put a big foundation stone there, maybe a bit of liquid rock, and then build my wall on top and get the buttress up to this level here so I can hold the big hanging rock in place. Then I can look at this guy next to him. I've got to start chocking in this gap here to stop him rolling, because he's a big stone as well. And if I move the rock pile away, he could roll out to the side and this lot could slide down sideways. So I've got to shore this guy up. Oh, don't like touching him. Then I can shore him up. Then I can remove this rock pile and see what the hell's happening. So, a bit of work, but it's amazing. That was this pile of rocks here. It was only like 20 minutes work just to get those out. Although pulling them down is much easier than putting them back. But we'll see. I'll keep you informed of progress. Ciao.